Every dream begins as a whisper in the heart. Some people hear it once and forget, but a few, they hold on to that whisper until it roars. Ayaan was one of them, a boy with no wings, yet born to fly. Life didn't give him comfort, only love and struggle. His parents worked from dawn to dusk, not to build an empire, but to keep the lights on. While others dreamt of luxury, Ayaan dreamt of the sky. He didn't have fancy gadgets or tutors, but he had imagination. Every line he drew, every paper plane he folded was a promise to himself. One day, I'll touch the clouds. When he shared his dream of becoming a pilot, people laughed. His classmates mocked him. Even his teacher said, "Be realistic." But dreams don't die from laughter. They die when you stop believing, and Ayaan never stopped. Bills stacked higher than his hopes. His father's health weakened. Each cough reminded him how heavy responsibility feels. Some nights, he looked at the sky and whispered, "Maybe flying isn't for people like me." But every sunrise answered back, "Try again." When dreams couldn't feed the stomach, Ayaan learned to fix engines instead of flying them. Each roar of a plane above him burned inside, a sound both painful and inspiring. He didn't know it yet, but destiny was watching closely. One day, a stranger walked into his small workshop, a man with calm eyes and a pilot's badge on his jacket, Captain Raza. He noticed the sketches on Ayaan's wall and asked, "You drew these?" Ayaan nodded. "Ever thought about applying to aviation school?" Ayaan smiled sadly. "Sir, dreams like that are expensive." Raza replied, "So was mine." A few days later, the captain returned, handing Ayaan a brochure. "Try once," he said, "and let the sky decide." Opportunity doesn't always knock. Sometimes it just whispers. That night, Ayaan sat beneath the stars, holding the brochure close. He whispered to himself, "One day I'll fly." It wasn't a dream anymore. It was a promise. From that day, life became a battlefield. Mechanic by day, student by night. While others slept, he studied. While others rested, he built himself. Slowly, the boy from the rooftop began to rise, not in the sky yet, but within himself. Then one morning, an envelope arrived. It said, "You've been shortlisted for the aviation entrance exam." Hope flickered again. Not victory yet, but a door, finally opening. That night, he counted his small savings. It wasn't enough, but his mother placed her gold bangles beside the money. She smiled softly. "Go, my son. We'll manage here. Love, the first engine that lifts you off the ground." Ayaan studied under streetlights. He read old books, watched free tutorials, wrote notes till dawn. He didn't have resources. He had reasons. Hundreds of candidates in clean uniforms filled the hall. Ayaan walked in quietly, shirt faded but heart burning. He wasn't just taking an exam. He was challenging destiny itself. Weeks later, the result flashed. Not selected. His heart sank. Failure. It hurts deeper when you've fought harder, but Ayaan didn't scream. He just whispered to himself, "Not yet." Captain Raza found him back at the garage, head down. He said, "So, you failed once. So what? Every great pilot crashed before he learned to fly. Failure doesn't define you. Resilience does." Ayaan tried again, this time stronger, smarter, hungrier. He studied between repairs, skipped meals for books, slept less, and dreamed more. Because he knew Success is built brick by brick, not by luck. Then tragedy struck. His father collapsed at work. Hospital bills wiped out every saving. The dream seemed lost again. Standing outside the hospital, Ayaan looked at the sky and whispered, "If I quit now, his sacrifices mean nothing." He worked double shifts, cared for his father, saved every coin again. The brochure, now torn and old, still hung on his wall, because determination doesn't age, it just waits for its moment. Then one day, the phone rang. A voice said, "Congratulations, Ayaan. You're accepted." He froze, then smiled through tears. In that greasy garage, surrounded by engines, a dream finally took off. He stood at the academy gates, airplanes shining in the morning sun. The same sky he once dreamed of was now within reach. But dreams, once touched, become responsibilities. Others wore luxury watches and spoke fluent English. Ayaan had none of that. But while they flaunted comfort, he carried hunger. And hunger always flies higher. He struggled to understand lectures. Failed quizzes, felt lost. But every night he translated words, practiced pronunciation, and refused to be left behind. Slowly, the silence turned into strength. His first time in a simulator, the plane dived, alarms blared, fear flooded his veins. But he steadied his breath and fought back. He didn't pass perfectly, but he didn't give up either, and that's what made him fly. A letter arrived from his mother. She wrote, "Your father smiles every time a plane passes." He closed his eyes, whispering, "Soon, Abba, soon." A rich cadet mocked him. "You can't fly dreams, mechanic boy." Ayaan didn't answer. He just worked harder, because eagles never argue with crows. They rise above them. Scene 27. The breaking point. Exhaustion hit. He wanted to quit. He whispered, "Maybe I'm not made for this." But deep down, a voice replied, "You didn't come this far to stop now." Captain Raza visited again. He said, "Planes fall before they rise. So do we." Ayaan smiled for the first time in weeks. He realized he wasn't falling. He was learning to fly. The dawn of destiny. Ayaan, in uniform, walked toward the aircraft. He touched the nose of the plane and whispered, "Let's do this." It wasn't fear in his eyes anymore. It was peace. Mid-flight, the storm hit. Instruments flickered, wind screamed, fear returned, but this time he didn't panic. He remembered his failures, his pain, his purpose. And through that chaos, he found calm. He didn't just fly a plane, he became one. As the wheels kissed the runway, silence filled the cockpit. He'd done it. The boy from the rooftop had landed his dream. The examiner looked up, smiled, and said, "You passed." 2 words that carried years of sacrifice. Standing among the cadets, medal on his chest, Ayaan didn't feel proud. He felt grateful, because success isn't built on talent, it's built on tears, faith, and fire. He called his mother. Voice trembling, he said, "Ami, I did it." And for a moment, both cried. Not from sadness, but from freedom. The neighborhood gathered as he stepped off the bus in his pilot uniform. Children ran beside him, shouting, "Pilot, bye!" He looked at the same sky he used to stare at from rooftops and smiled. He was finally home. He visited Captain Raza, handing him his pilot badge. "Sir," he said, "you gave me wings when I had none." The captain smiled. "No, Ayaan. You built them yourself. Ayaan walked across the runway in his new uniform. Jets roared overhead. He looked up and whispered, "This is just the beginning." He remembered it all. The laughter, the failures, the sleepless nights, and realized every struggle had a purpose. Determination doesn't give you wings. It is your wings. Ayaan's voice echoes softly. If you failed, if they laughed at you, remember this: you don't need to be born with wings. You just need the courage to build them. The sky doesn't belong to the lucky. It belongs to the relentless. Ayaan's plane soars through golden clouds. He says quietly, "One rooftop dream, 1,000 failures, and one unbreakable heart." My story isn't just mine, it's yours. Because within every heart lives a pilot waiting to take off.